Hi folks, Mark Frederic, Le Charcuterie Anglais. Nice to see you again today. Just want to talk to you about Salami Roses. And you're probably going, what? Salami what? I say, yeah, Salami Roses, as in the flower. Many of you may have seen on YouTube how to make these. And I've been making these for, well, quite a few years now, and they're a really decorative piece. And as we're now coming towards Christmas, and you'll be putting on little finger buffets of all different kinds for your family and friends and other guests, I just thought you might like to know about this little tip if you don't already know about it. I mean, after watching this video, you can go on YouTube and explore it in more detail if you wish. But I just want to give it you in brief. So, especially if you make your own homemade salami, then you know, your guests are in for a real treat. Especially when they see the presentation, it's going to be a bit wow. Forgive the coughing. So, I'll just crack on with it and just tell you what it's all about. So, normally we struggle a little bit sometimes, don't we, to how to best decorate salami, how to present it and things like that. And it could be just something as very basic as, salami on a plate like this. But it doesn't look very appetizing, does it? So what can we do just to brighten it up? Well, very often, we get our glassware out, to celebrate, different things, and very often, we're saying chin chin, cheers, at Prost, and here we are. So I've got just a normal drinking glass, and I just want to show you. There's some homemade salami in there, and I'm just trying to find the last piece. Only what you're doing is taking your glass. Works really well with champagne flutes if you got them. But, so depending on the size of your salami, mine's a bit on the big side. So you just get a flatten and just start with one, put it over the edge of the glass so it's half in, half out, and slowly turn your glass around and keep adding the pieces until you get to that stage. So then the only thing you need to do is then invert it. So if you're going to put something like that on a plate, then this can go right in the centre. So it could be a nice centerpiece. And then if I can dare show you how beautiful that's already looking on the inside. All right. So we just take the glass off, and now you've got yourself a nice Salami Rose presentation. So doesn't that look much better? Very attractive, isn't it? So there we are, Salami Roses, and you put one or two of these on a long charcuterie board with other nibbles, and it'll look absolutely terrific. So so that's what you do. You do get your glassware a little bit greasy, as you can imagine, but they clean up ever so well, no bother at all. So you can see the size of my glass, but if you went smaller, like a champagne flute, you're going to get this even tighter, so you could do maybe 3 on a plate, so it's almost looking like a bunch of roses. So I hope you enjoy that. So and just before you run off, I'm just going to take one of these slices. Here I use my lardo. I've covered it in other videos and I've mentioned it back then. Hand chopped lardo that I make from back fat, cure up. So when you add it to your salami mix, it's already taken care of. You're not waiting for the cure and the fermentation to reach the fat. It's done, all right? So when it goes, And I've also spoken about in the past cured peppercorns. In fact, I can't really see any in that particular slice. Let me look for another one. But, yeah, just, you know, very, very minimal. But the cured or the salted peppercorns, and like I say, peppercorns normally very hard on bite, and when you got salami, so a tip there, okay, is to actually put your peppercorns in a steamer, get them steamed down, then add some salt, not curing salt, but just some normal sea salt, and that way the peppercorns remain supple, all right, and easier to bite. So when they put into products, homemade products like this, then when you bite into it, you know, which I'm about to do, you don't get any broken teeth. So there we go. So forgive me for missing the deco up, but Salami Roses, ready for Christmas. All right, it's that easy. See you later. Buy me a coffee if you don't mind, that is. Thank you.